We don't have to just keep managing homelessness, we can actually end homelessness. And if we share a vision around that, it's achievable.
We see people who are coming before the courts because of disadvantage and dysfunction, not because they're fundamentally bad or evil.
Homelessness guts you. It absolutely tears you apart. You're sleeping most of the time with one eye open because you're too scared that someone's going to come along and beat the crap out of you. I mean, I got punched a couple of times. We got chased in a car with a bull bar on the front of it, and we nearly got run over. The guy was dead set trying to hit us. You're living on probably 2 hours sleep a night, if you're lucky. I really fell over. Had just come out of a very bad marriage. I was severely cash strapped. I actually had my teenage son with me at the time being. He was 17.
Foundation Housing, we're a community housing provider, so we develop and build and manage housing for low-income individuals and families. To support someone in a house costs about $37,000 a year. If that person's on the street, the costs are more like $190,000.
I'd like to think that it's the humane and health benefits that we always think of as the most important, but economics matters, and in this study we were able to show that there's enormous economic benefits to the health sector. What we'd like to do in future with this research is then look also at savings to other sectors such as justice and education. I guess when you look across all of government, health takes a huge share and it's always pressured and constrained. So the more that we can make an investment that will reduce the burden on the health system in the long run, then we're all better off.
Well, it costs money, of course, to provide people home, but it also costs a lot of money to not provide people with homes. I've mentioned the prison system, which provides accommodation at the cost of about $120,000 per year for an adult. For juveniles, it's much higher. It's over $350,000 per year. So given that homeless people are overrepresented in that system, we are paying a lot of money to house people, often for short terms, in the justice system. So it's actually cheaper to provide that person with a home than it is to release them into circumstances in which a return to prison is a very high prospect.
The attitude that we've been trying to get across is that 4 walls and a roof do not end homelessness. We know of several of the guys that I streeted with that they were actually offered houses, and after a couple of weeks living in a house on their own, they went back to the street. I couldn't sleep the first couple of nights that I actually had accommodation. You remember daily all the problems and the issues that you went through.
What we as the sector are really looking to do is having that person that walks alongside somebody and then assist them to access all the services in the community that they're eligible to and should be accessing.
I have no doubt that providing homes would reduce the intersection of the homeless people with the criminal justice system for a number of reasons. There are so many better ways in which we could be dealing with those people than the very blunt instrument, which is the criminal justice system. Not only because it's cheaper and more effective, but also because of the obligation that we have as human beings to deal compassionately with each other.
I don't think that in terms of human services and social services that one size fits all.
The whole basis of actually getting off the street, especially for the long-termers, is that there's got to be wraparound services that go with it. And we look at the idea of actually becoming involved as a body itself to make decisions on what's happening for the homeless in West Australia.
People who can't access housing can still have a roof over their heads, can still be provided with essential services so that they can maintain their own dignity.